Hey everyone, and welcome to the PHILLIP Show. This is Philip. I am so glad that you could join us today. Okay, so listen, I got my coffee. This is Bustelo. Say it with, is it Bustelo? I think it's Bustelo. If it's not, I'm just wrong. I learned about it in New York. Okay, so listen, today we have an extra special treat. Here at the PHILLIP Show, we always talk about uniqueness, being an individual, finding your individuality, spreading hope, spreading inspiration. And today, listen up, today is no different. So I want to introduce you to a woman who has a story. And before we introduce her, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her journey. Listen, in 1993, I was referred to as a sorry welfare mother who would never amount to anything by the man who left me to raise twin baby girls alone. I was laughed at, mocked, and ignored. Since then, I became an award-winning journalist. I was crowned Miss Colorado, Miss Black Colorado, US of A. I completed my Master's of Arts. I bought my first Mustang. I became a bodybuilder. I learned investing. I authored a book. I bought another Mustang. I continued singing and released 4 albums. Catch it, 4 albums. I completed my doctorate. I teach, inspire, and grow. My daughters graduated high school, then college, and they're working in their chosen professions, started a business, and I work for them. I run from no challenge. I fear no one. My music and message has reached millions. Sing your song, raise your voice, tell your story. So, without further ado, today, right here for you, join me in welcoming to the show national recording artist, author, and philanthropist, Dr. Yvette Diva Williams. Oh my gosh, get excited, Diva!
Oh, what an introduction.
We're not worthy. We are far from worthy.
I am not.
Yep, I'm going to have to drink some more.
Wow, that sounded good. Who is that?
Ma'am, just congratulate the people.
Oh my goodness, security.
Yes, it's so good to see you today. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. And let me tell you,
be here. I'm grateful to be here. I look. I'm just coming out with it. I was battling the Rona.
Oh, okay.
So,
but as we see, you made it through. How was that?
It was rough. It was a rough ride.
Yeah,
it was a rough ride. I've lost a couple people to that, so it was a rough ride. I think for me, it started off being probably more emotional.
Yeah,
than it was physical.
Okay.
So it was a little frightening at first, but after that, I just sat and I just took a lot of time to reflect through it and just did a lot of soul searching through it. I mean, we'll do that anyway, but when you got time on your hands, you tend to you tend to do it a little bit more. But it was rough. All the little quirks and thingies. What do they say? Did you lose your taste? Did you lose your smell? Yes.
Oh no.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
That's a crazy sensation when you've got this bowl of beautiful in front of you and you're looking at it and you're like, just forget it.
That's the worst. That is the worst. Well, I'm glad you made it through. From your bio and from your story, you are a fighter and you fought through that. Boom.
You said yes.
So you are you're a recording artist, you're a philanthropist, you're an author, but beyond all that, you're a survivor.
Yeah.
So give us there really are no cliff notes to a story such as yours. But coming through those things, how did you find the courage, I guess it is, and with everything that you're talented at doing, give us some nuggets, because some of us need to know.
Nuggets. I would say my nuggets were twin A and twin B.
Okay.
Those were my little nuggets, and those I made a choice to leave a legacy.
Okay.
That I didn't want to be a statistic. I had too many friends who were stats. I've got some friends that are still stats. and we, you know, and we beyond 30 and 40, you know. But you know, I just wanted to be that person that my daughters say, oh yeah, well, you know, so and so, we look up to our mom.
Okay.
We look up to our mother. And then from there, I mean, it just took off. You know, I mean, I've always been a singer. I've been singing since I was a child. So that part of it wasn't really new, but just still being able to you know, to persevere with music, and music is my go-to for that's my refuge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my solace. That's where I go, you know, to think and to just to exist.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I communicate through music. People reach me through music. If you want to share something with me, you know, or if I want to share with others, I tell people my music will tell you more about me than I can ever tell you.
Mm. Wow. You know, and as a songwriter myself, I definitely understand. And listening to we're going to talk about one of your songs here in a few. I can't wait for the people to hear it. It's so powerful. But looking at your story and from whence you came, if you will, there were some times in there where, you know, you were talking about somebody left you. People said that you couldn't do so many different things. In those moments for you, when you're when you're being bombarded by such negativity and you have the opportunity to choose one way or the other, a lot of people just choose to believe it. You know, when people speak things over your life, sometimes it's not so positive. People choose to believe it. What made you just, you know, not believe it? What made you not believe, no, I'm not going to be that. I know that I can be so much more.
Well, first of all, I don't want to say that everything was just great and I just, oh, I'm going to do it. I've been pulled out of some very dark places too.
Mm.
And I mean, I've always kind of did my thing. I knew I wasn't going to be a stat. When I got into broadcast, I knew that I was going to be successful. When I started singing again professionally, I knew I was going to do some things with this. However, you know, I've been down, okay, and I've been at rock bottom.
Gotcha.
Okay, and when you at rock bottom, you know, you're either going to stay there and die, or you're going to come back up out of it stronger than when you fell. And for me, I remember what rock bottom felt like. I still do. And I never want to see anybody down there.
Oh.
So when I see people spiraling, I really try my best to keep them from going down. My daddy always said to me, now when you're in a hole, stop digging.
I'm gonna need some listen.
There's your nugget. When you're in a hole, stop digging. And that was what I used, you know, that was what I used.
Yeah.
You know, that was what I used. And when I see people digging, I try to snatch shovels.
And when let me speak to the people very, very quickly. And this is a very personal story. And I just want you to know that she's not playing. I remember it's not an interview about me, but I want to put credence to what she's saying and validity to what she's saying. I remember when I was in New York and not such a good place.
Yeah.
I remember I called you.
You did.
On the phone. I was in such a bad place. Yeah. And I called you on the phone confused and just frustrated, and you spoke so much life and encouragement. So I want people to
understand that, you know, the rock bottom is, I mean, and it's an experience.
Yeah, it is.
We learn, we're there, we learn while we're down, and then we learn to come up, and then we learn to stay out of there.
Yeah.
But you still need a hand. Everybody needed a hand.
Yeah. And now through your story and through your journey, you've it seems as though, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when you were saying that you've been in some stuff, some people reached in for you too.
Yes. But I want to say my lift up out of there, they didn't know that they were my reaching. They didn't know that they were lifting me up, but it was my daughters.
Yeah.
and they were my strength.
That's
Were
wonderful.
my strength. And, and there was a time when I lost faith. When you're down, when you're at rock bottom, you can lose faith very quickly.
Yeah.
It's easy to do that. I don't. I refound my faith, and it became stronger, and it's, I don't walk around preaching. I feel my relationship with my creator is a personal one, but it asks will tell you
If you ask me. Yeah.
tell you about him now.
Yeah.
But that was definitely, when I really felt that even God couldn't help.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been in those situations. That's rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
When your faith is gone, and your creator that you once had faith in, and you're like, God don't care about me.
Yeah. So then what? Well, then what's left?
What's left?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah.
But my daughters pulled me out of that. I pulled myself up out of that. God pulled me up out of that. And it was just, and it's amazing. And what was, I think, it was just powerful for me to just pull, to get out of those situations, look back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always just say, oh, never look back. No, I look back. I look back often.
Yeah.
As a reminder.
Yeah.
This is where we came from.
Yeah.
And that I now have a responsibility to help other people from not hitting that rock bottom place.
Absolutely.
Or if they are there, being that hand to pull you up out of there. That's just my responsibility. That's how I see it.
I love that. Most of what you do is super encouraging. You have a nonprofit, right?
I do. It's something that I've always been into. I've always been into just charitable situations. I always want to give. I want to give back. So I started Muller Cares 7 years ago. And what it does is I just try to raise money to give directly to our local cancer patients and families. Started this back when my producer was battling squamous cell carcinoma.
Okay.
And he was only 45 and, so young. And what I did for him and his family was when they were coming back from Columbus from chemo at the James, I would meet them in a parking lot and just have fresh food so that the wife didn't have to cook. He didn't have to, nobody had to cook, And then I just started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, these are care packages we were putting together. So that's what I do now. And I find I learn a little bit about the cancer patient that I have. And I just try to put things together. I tailor my cancer care packages to my clients and just to my folks and family. And, it could be anything, I just take donations and I'll just build stuff around somebody.
That is wonderful. So you have that, and you are also very active in fitness. Come on here, muscles. So how did you get involved? How did you get involved in being so into fitness and health?
I started in bodybuilding when I turned 30.
Okay.
So I was late in the game. Always did some kind of physical fitness, run, aerobics, whatever, that kind of thing. But I started in bodybuilding because I got tired of people calling me fat. How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
I now refer to that as the F word.
Okay.
Okay. So I was made fun of as a child for being, and here's the kicker, I really wasn't that big. I wasn't big at all when I look at my pictures then, but people and their what they see as what you should be. Words matter. People and what they, how am I trying to say this? Words have an impact.
Yeah.
And whether they are intentionally hurtful or whether they are unintentionally hurtful, they have a way of lingering in our lives, and we tend to give these words more power than they deserve.
Yeah.
And I wrote about it actually in my book. I wrote about it. It's called A Heavy Confession. And it's just about, you know, how I perceived my weight and how I put my weight at center stage of everything that I was doing instead of really focusing on the gifts that I should have been focusing on. I was more concerned about my weight. Why? Because a few people at some time in my life called me fat, and I believed it.
Wow, words. And well, now you're using.
Started, and then I got into it, and then the bug bit me. Now I'm just doing it because I love it.
Yeah,
you know, I love it.
Yeah, you're doing bodybuilding. Don't you teach Zumba?
I do a little bit. I'm not as much of a Zumba teacher as I was 12 years ago. I was one of them crazy instructors. I was one of them folks. I want to get you into class, and y'all gonna crawl up out of this piece. I was one of those.
I was one of the ones on the couch with pizza. I'm just saying.
Oh, you know, but we would burn so many calories, and we would do so well that afterward we would have pizza.
Well, I want to go back a little bit too. You're talking about words, and we have a clip. Speaking of words, as an artist and as a writer, listening to how you write and what you write about, and seems the message behind it. There are things that you want to convey positively. So tell me about the song that we're about to hear a clip of.
Revolution. I wrote Revolution about 3 years ago. I was in front of the television, and I was just looking at all of the horrible, negative things that were going on in not just in our country, but in our world. And it was making me sick. And I was sitting there, and the whole song just happened.
Wow.
And I was watching, and I didn't like what I was seeing, and I just said, it happened. It was a very easy effort.
Well,
based on the world that we were living in.
Well, listen, but we're glad it happened, and we are excited to show it right here. Here is a clip of Yvette Diva Williams in Revolution.
I love how you say my name.
Don't matter my degree, you still just see a monkey. Hate what you don't know. Love will never grow. Pathological. You reap what you sow. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? Fist up, drop a knee, ayy. Don't hate 'cause I'm not you. I'm who I'm meant to be. I'm trying to keep my cool, but you keep on testing me. Don't hate 'cause I'm not you. I'm who I'm meant to be. I'm trying to keep my cool, but you keep on testing me, testing me. Never apologize for who you are. Never apologize for who you love. You're made perfectly and beautifully as you are. All this chaos over brown skin without any type of admission. All this chaos over brown skin without any type of admission. Hate what you don't know. Love will never grow. Pathological. You reap what you sow. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? Fist up, drop a knee, ayy. Don't hate 'cause I'm not you. I'm who I'm meant to be. I'm trying to keep my cool, but you keep on testing me. Don't
You know what? I love the lyrics. Don't hate because I'm not you.
I'm who I'm meant to be. I'm trying to keep my cool, but you keep on testing me.
What you know about me?
Look, wait, what you know?
Hey!
What you know? Come on, security.
I need security.
Security.
I might have to get
about me.
Listen, I need that shirt. Yes.
I will get you one.
Thank you. That is such a positive, that is such an awesome mantra to have.
Thank you.
You know, and it's so empowering. And it's you know what's unfortunate about it? That there has to be a revolution about it.
Exactly.
That's the unfortunate part. It's fortunate so you can get the word out, but the need for it is just like, man.
Why? Exactly. Why do we need to struggle to exist?
Isn't that something in all spectrums? And it doesn't even matter the why of it or the who of it. It's like it's so powerful. And
absolutely.
I think the thing that brought it home, that makes it real, and that's why I really love videos. And you did an awesome job with the treatment and the decisions made to mirror the context of the song, because as diverse as the musical style was, rap with lyric with melody, so were the people.
And you know, when I got that, I was so excited and so blessed because Dayton, Ohio came out for me on this. I put out an open call.
Mm-hmm.
I said, come as you are. If you want to be a part of this, come on out.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in that video came. Everybody showed up at 8 a.m.
Listen.
We were ready to rock. And we were out there on Linden Boulevard, out by the graffiti walls, under the bridge, doing our thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out there, for a good part of the morning.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to get the lighting and that, the sun and everything. It was an amazing experience. I'm so good. And shout out to Dre Manuel, who did the music for that.
Okay.
He is an amazing, amazing producer. I love him. And the main message that I really want to come out of that video and that song, and pretty much in everything that I do, is we really are more alike than we are unalike.
Yeah.
We all inherently want to be loved and appreciated for who we are without having to put on masks, and disguises, that kind of thing, So, and with that, I've got a wonderful videographer out in New York. I've been spending a lot of time in New York for the past year. And we actually did a remix.
Yes.
For Revolution. It's
wow.
A remix. And you are the first person that I am introducing and sharing this with.
Yes.
So once the video is completely done, I will send it to you. But I have been absolutely blessed. I did the whole song was remixed with. I mean, the music is the same, and we added a special MC to come in and drop some bars for us. I know y'all remember from back in the day, the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five from back in the day. So we have the lead rapper. It is Grandmaster Melly Mel. And yes. So that is done. What the music is done, the rap is done, his piece is done. We shot video with him, and it's going to be an amazing project when we drop this.
Well, that is exciting.
Looking to do it. So I will absolutely get you that coverage and that footage.
That'll be awesome because that message resonates so much with our audience and just with people's lives, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what's going on. Mm-hmm. That authentic mantra.
Be you. How about that? That's just it.
Put it on the shirt. It's a deal.
Hey, and that's it. And that's how we live. Just live, be, exist, enjoy, laugh, love. It really should be very simple.
It should be. And you know what? With ambassadors of hope and light, such as yourself, especially bringing messages that can be replayed and re-aired and re-sung and re-rapped, that message will continue to permeate and touch one more person and touch one more person and touch one more person until you put yourself out of a job, because we won't need it anymore. Everybody's in unity.
And wouldn't that be beautiful?
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Work yourself out of a job.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Diva, I am so excited that you stopped by today. Listen, I would be remiss if I didn't give you the opportunity, even though you have already, to be specific in giving our listeners and our viewers and those that are going to see us online some inspiration, some leave with feel good encouragement today. What did you say to those people who are looking for that hand up?
Let's see. Don't hate 'cause I'm not you. I'm who I'm meant to be. I'm trying to keep my cool, but you keep on testing me. So, never apologize for who you are. Never apologize for who you love. You are made perfectly and beautifully as you are. Take that, live that, love that, love you. We are here for such a short period of time. Make the most of that. It sounds so cliche and it sounds so overstated, and even in this time of this global pandemic, really, we are really only here for just a short time. Enjoy your time here. Enjoy your time. It doesn't need to be, it doesn't even need to be anything what people think, oh, it gotta be worldwide or whatever. If you love your time here, your time was well spent. You know?
I love it.
And again, when you're in a hole, stop digging. That's it. I tell people that all the time. You know, I've been using all of my daddy's little nuggets that he's been dropping off. You know, bless his soul. I lost him 2 4th of Julys ago, and I miss him and I love him. He has been my inspiration for music. He and my mom. My mother is a classical piano player and got me into piano, and my daddy was a self-trained musician and percussionist and everything else. And, you know, whatever it is that drives you, use it. Whatever it is that drives you to feel whole, use that. And let that allow you to leave your mark wherever it is. Wherever it is that you leave in your mark, it is your mark on the world.
That's good. Well, Diva, thank you so
much. Stuff. We always want to measure stuff. What about the measurement? Just do your thing.
Amen. Do your thing. Just do your thing. You have been an inspiration today. Thank you so much. We look forward to your remix, and we will see you soon. Thank you.
I'm excited to come back. I love that theme. Do I get to hear that theme song?
Yeah, we're going to go out right now. So you guys stay here. I'm going to stay and talk to Diva. You guys just be blessed. Be you. And keep hope alive.
Don't